On other fields, on other days. That's the primary charge for the cadets of Army. But on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Michie Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the UTSA Roadrunners. Taking on a team looking for its first win, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So UTSA's offense will have the first possession of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire... feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks.
Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, UTSA!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
7-0. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Army's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On the option. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. The option look.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It's like it's Flag Day or something. All of the penalties bring up a 1st and 25. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. The give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. Then the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Roadrunners want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Able to get one down to the 15. Trying to wear down this defense. The 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. That touchdown puts him up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Quarterback on the keeper. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. UTSA will take take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Pressure coming. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Knocked off his feet. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second. Down's coming up. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Under pressure and down he goes at the 33. Here's a time. Tight game here late in the first half.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. On second down, he'll fire. It's caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And once he got loose, it was all over. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always... Great atmosphere in West Point.
The Roadrunners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with...
Oh, Spender fella, and he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. 2nd and 10 here. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. goes to the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army! They'll line up to go for two. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The run from the shotgun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And that pass intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Reels it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UTSA. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Now 2nd and 10. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Snatches it on the right. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Black Knights.
And that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Roadrunners racing to the line in a hurry-up. On the move. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive.
He's loose on the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown,
This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
The back goes in motion. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. He's looking for an open man on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to pass it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Underneath toast of coverage, got it deep downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a horrible turnover.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Second down.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The road. Started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Temple Owls offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, though.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's got it. Can anyone catch it? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
From the gun, the running back has it. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Myers on the move. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Temple lines up quickly.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He'll pull it on the read. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Leaves it with the back. Fakes his man out. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Temple. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Roadrunners in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 6th play of the drive coming up. From the gun. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunner. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Getting some heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Temple lining up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, UTSA. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Wyoming. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Able to pick up a couple on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They'll try the right side. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the tight end. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going up top. He's got it. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. The Roadrunners are flying down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Roadrunners are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tripped up for the tackle.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here.
And the quarterback bought some. Down he goes with the sack.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They knock him down right there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Owls! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, they'll take to the air. Looking left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, the defense was definitely expecting a pass on that play. Their secondary was way down the field, expecting a shot vertically. They didn't blitz, and as a result, massive lanes for that running back to go through.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Now improvising. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. He's got his man, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll leave it with him. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman of being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up. You told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And the Roadrunners will move the sticks.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Off play action. Scrambling away. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time it's complete. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The Roadrunners have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half, being down. I got to come out and throw the football successfully. But how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again here.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll come out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Snags it over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him and tackled that receiver on the screen.
Motion from the offense. Now on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside. There was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Temple, 28. UTSA, 23.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Bully ball on third and short. And the Owls get enough for the first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Temple lining up to punt it away.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
Secures it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Roadrunners have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. They've been running it, but now the pass. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Quickly complete. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the fourth. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off and he was throwing that puppy away.
This time on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finally.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Wants to throw on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Try to get it on the ground. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Touchdown, oh! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Looking for the two-point try. They'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UTSA, 29.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Using his feet. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. Calls his own number. Touchdown, UTSA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 10, Indiana.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? That's your decision.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. He's back to throw on second down. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Takes the handoff. It's good. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This for the lead and very likely the win. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,